former Speed.com. Give us your answer. We'll have your guys' results coming up a little later on. All right, Supercross class, heat number 1. Man, all that time of waiting, it's over. We get our first look at these guys in race condition. Villapoto, Brayton, Tickle, Reed, Stroop, Millsaps are all in this first heat. Here we go, Monster Energy Supercross. Wow, look at Millsaps get shot out of there on the 18.
Oh, and Villapoto got stood up. He was mid-pack. He might have gone off the track in turn 1.
And Michael Alessi got the whole shot.
That's
Josh Hill in the 75 who is down. The 56 is Stroop, he is down. The 66 has problems as well here. That's Jason Thomas. Chad Reed right there on the 2-2 Motorsports entry. He's got second place covered, and he's chasing after Alessi.
Michael Alessi with another start, another whole shot.
Yeah,
love it.
You know, we were talking on the pre-race show about the man in second place not being that great in practice. And I'm going to tell you what, this is just what he needs to get firing. He is very, very mentally strong. And this is what he needs. This is a boost right here.
Villapoto is not in a transfer position right now. Granted, he's certainly quick enough to earn it back before this 8-lap heat race is done. Top 9, once again, transfer straight to the main, even in the Supercross class if you're new to the sport.
Look at Millsaps out there in the 3rd place on the number 18.
You know, I talked to Davey earlier today. He dropped 40 pounds.
Watch right in the center of your screen, the number 1. Watch him get bumped around right here, gets stood up, almost goes down. Watch right there in the middle. You see that red plate with the number 1. Watch what happens here.
Ooh.
Look at that. He almost goes down. Hill almost hits him. Brayton comes over and hits Hill. Look from behind. Right in the center of that pack. That's where you don't want to be. It almost looked like Villapoto lost some traction. It hit a rock or something all by himself, and then it kind of caused him to stand up.
Yeah, it's a snowball effect at that point, but I'm pretty impressed right here with Alessi.
Yeah, but I'm going to take a look at the lap times, okay? Stewart notched your fastest lap in qualifying at a 1 minute flat, 0.3. Villapoto was second with a 101.6. Stewart had that one amazing lap, but basically you're looking at about a 101 is going to be a great lap time. Right now, Alessi's at a 102.6. I imagine if Reed gets by, that's going to drop.
Jeff, what I love about this is 2 riders who are basically not factory guys. These are privateer guys who have both gambled on their own futures. We saw Chad Reed do that last year, where he pretty much went out and said, you know what, I need to do this on my own, start my own team. Well, Michael Alessi's been pretty much in the same position as he has gone in with his family. Oh, and he's going to lose the lead to Reed.
Textbook pass right there. He went around the outside like we've seen Dean Wilson do in that lights heat. Made the pass, was on the inside.
Yeah, but to back this up now, at the Monster Energy Cup, that is where Alessi was. Since then, Moto Concepts has kind of taken the whole Alessi group and blended them into their effort. So this is a massive effort that they put together, switched to Suzuki's. So far, it's agreeing with Mike Alessi.
I like to see what Reed can do right now as far as lap time goes. Yeah. The track is about as good as it's going to get for tonight until they do another run with the Bobcats and stuff to touch it up. I mean, it is perfect right now, so this would be a great opportunity to see what he can do as far as lap time goes.
And for Reed, all that work last year and the fine run through the championship has paid off, and now what was not even close to being a factory bike last year is basically a factory race bike this year. In fact, even though he's not called a factory team, his shop is basically where the old Honda Road Racing factory team used to work out of at Honda Racing.
Yeah, Honda taking really good care of him, which he earned that right. I mean, he went out there, was a title contender, and you know, he deserves that at minimum. Look at that, going all the way over that tabletop there. That is a big leap.
Villapoto has fought his way up to 8th. He's in a transfer spot.
Okay, watch this replay here. This is how the pass is done. I'm gonna tell you, Alessi, he's gonna come around this way, but then Reed, he's just gonna come straight right in here and take the spot here, and Alessi's gonna give it up pretty easy. He knows that he's there, and the thing for Alessi, he needs to pick up on these lines. He needs to follow Chad Reed. Chad was faster in practice, and see if he can learn something that he can use in the main.
You're exactly right. That is the best spot to learn. When someone better than you passes, you try to hang on with them as long as you can, see where they're making up time or losing time.
Fight over 6. A couple of Kawasaki racers having at it here. That's Josh Hansen on the 100 in the black riding gear, and our reigning champion, Ryan Villapoto, with the red number 1, coming after the red plate with the number 1 on it, I should say.
Hey, and by the way, guys, as Villapoto is taking this spot here over Hansen, Josh's dad, he did win here in 1982 on his way to the title. So
there you go. So we have had a father-son
win,
victory.
but not both in the lights.
Right.
As we were questioning earlier. But
Josh Hansen on the new team this year.
Yeah, he's on the Hart and Huntington effort with Dodge, and they've got the Sequan Casino, Wyndham and Bellray all involved in it. Oh, and problems for his teammate, Josh Hill, who is back racing as well. Kerry Hart has 4 riders this year. Quite an effort they put together over there.
Yeah, and when you see a rider shaking their head like that, that means there's like some pain. Something is drastically gone wrong there. But for Hill, after his injuries, for him to even be out here racing tonight, it really says a lot about his desire to be in Supercross.
Aaron, lots of people watching the racing here tonight from down on the track.
Somebody that's extremely disappointed that he's not able to race here tonight, Trey Kennard, last year's Supercross Rookie of the Year. Trey, you won 3 rounds last year. You missed the final 3 rounds, and despite that, you still managed 5th overall for the season. How close are you to coming back racing and mixing it up with these guys?
I think it's a day-by-day thing for us right now. I mean, I got released from the doctor. I've ridden, but to come here and race, I don't know if it's the wisest decision. So we'll just take it day by day and see where that puts us.
Look forward to you getting 100% healthy and getting back racing.
On Thursday, Trey told me he was only about 60%, as you see Villapoto working his way around Brock Tickle, who does make some history here tonight, taking Mitch Payton's pro circuit operation to the 450 class for the first time.
Yeah, he is, and you know, kind of a tough jump for him. He is a victim of the points deal, you know, where he pointed out the advancement, where he pointed out of the lights class, which means if you have 3 consecutive years of over 100 points in the lights class, you are forced to move up to the Supercross class, so he will not be able to defend his lights championship that he won last year. So he's got some learning to do, but I got a lot of confidence in the guy. He's on a great machine with Mitch Payton backing him, and look to see good things from him.
And that was the Lights West Championship that Brock won. And you know what? I'm kind of glad to see it, actually. It forced Mitch's hand to finally step up in here to this 450 class, which everybody's been wanting him to do.
Yeah, you got to give it up for Mitch Payton, stepping it up. And, you know, Brock was in a tough spot. He really was. And Mitch said, you know what? I'll take you under my wing, and what a better, not much better of a team to do that.
Villapoto's worked his way up to 4th. Reed continues to lead by about 3 seconds over Millsap.
Hey, you guys want to know how come Villapoto's putting on that charge? Because he's just notched a 1 minute flat, 1 minute .4, 1/10 of a second off of the fastest lap of the day.
White flag is out, Aaron. Tell me some more about Chad Reed.
Chad Reed was really upset. In his opinion, it was a subpar track, and he said it was really disappointing. As a rider, he's worked so hard, and the team worked so hard to prep the bike, but I bet you Chad Reed is smiling here right now, kicking it off like this.
Good way to start the season for Reedy. Alessi holds on to 2nd. Millsaps and Villapoto starting to close up in the fight over 3rd.
See, Reed just kind of relaxing right now. That's letting Alessi to creep up on the back of him.
Villapoto has made the pass here on Millsaps.
Look at that scrub over the triple there, taking that spot.
This cat's looking good.
Tough track to pass on. Whole shot is going to be really, really important.
Not looking too tough on him right now.
Oh, is that him right in the back by Alessi? Villapoto, and Reedy takes a quick look over his shoulder. Checkered flag. He's going to get there, and Alessi's just going to hold Villapoto off as they come to the finish line jump.
As Villapoto notches a 1 minute .3 on pace with the fastest lap of the day. So Villapoto definitely has found his groove.
Yeah.
Here come the 2-2 Motorsports guys, and yes, that's Mike Gosler in there. Lars is there as well. And I was talking with Lars about that, and Lars said he, the man on the left there that Chad's talking to right now, is really going to be the main mechanic on this bike. Mike Gosler, who took you to some championships,
Right,
Ricky, is
right.
really going to be kind of the crew chief, and he's going to share some notes with them.
I like what Chad's done with his race team. You know, he's got a great personnel on there. Hiring Mike Gosler, Goose, as we all know him, a longtime mechanic for me. The guy knows what he's doing. He's really good with chassis stuff, really good with engine stuff, really good with suspension stuff. Any little nook and cranny on that bike, he knows what it's about. He knows how to make things better, and that's going to be a real advantage for 22 Motorsports and Chad Reed on that machine.
That's a good feeling right there. His qualifying effort was a little bit off the pace, but really serious look right there.
Yeah, look at that. He doesn't even look winded, man.
Two-time champ has a heat win to kick off the 2012 season. Here's the results of the 9 guys all the way down to Chris Blows. That will go straight to the main. Tickle, Hansen. Mitch Payton's going to get his 450 in the first main of the year. That'll make him happy. Well, the two-time champ has already got himself a heat race win. Chad, a pretty good effort here in the opening heat race, but Villapoto was closing and turned a 1 minute, .338 second lap. You think you can run that same pace in the main?
I mean, when you got to. You know, I feel good, and I got a whole shot and just kind of rode around. You know, we made some pretty big, aggressive changes to the bike tonight. You know, the thing that we got tonight is the past 4 months, you just got to throw it out the window because this racetrack is just, it's very different than what we've been practicing and testing on. So we kind of took a shoot in the dark and seemed to get a good start, and I had a good feeling, so just backed it down and rode around.
Hey, Chad, Jeff Imming here. Is it going to take the start? And, you know, we know that you're the master of taking that qualifying effort that you had and starting to step it up as the night goes on. But is it going to take the whole shot to win tonight?
I think the whole shot is important, and you're going to have to be in the top 3 to have a shot at this thing. It's, as you guys have probably been seeing all night long, it's very one line and not a lot of passing. So start's key, and I felt pretty good, you know, like when you haven't done a start for a long time, you know, with everybody around you, it's always nice to get back on there, get the jitters going, and that gate drops and off we go. So good feeling to get out there and have a pretty easy heat race, and lap times are one thing, but winning races is what it's about.
All right, good luck, Chad.
Righto.
Congrats, Pat. We'll see you a little later on.
Thank
Be
you.
in the pasture.